This might be the stitch that finally makes you fall in love with crochet lace, because there's something almost effortless about the way it flows. Hey crochet friends, I'm Mo, your crochet companion, and today we're adding another beautiful chapter to the lace archives. One that reminds us lace isn't just something we make, it's something we experience. And yes, it is actually similar to the spider lace, but slightly different. And drum roll, the name of it is called the arc lace. When I look at arc lace, I don't see rows. I see movement. I see soft, graceful, and somehow it almost looks like the fabric is breathing. And the beautiful thing is, the movement isn't created by complicated stitches. It's created by repeating a very simple idea again and again and again. Are you ready for the best part ever? That's the stitches. Okay, so this particular pattern is a 4-row repeat, and we start it with multiples of 8 plus 2, and that's all you got to do. Multiples of 8 and plus 2. So you do need to know how to count to at least 8. I know that's difficult when you have a loved one nearby, or a dog that's pestering you, or a child going, "Mommy, mommy, mommy," or a husband driving you bonkers. Yeah, I know. 8 can be a challenge. So I'm going to do 16. Let me just do that off screen so you don't have to be bored with that. Okay, so now the second chain from the hook, we are going to do a single crochet and another single crochet in the next stitch. And from there, we're going to do a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to skip 5 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And in the 6th chain, we are going to do a single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So there's 1, 2, and 3. We do another chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm being attacked by my yarn again. And we're going to skip 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you should have 2 chains left. You are going to do a single crochet in each of those 2 chains. Okay. From here, you are going to turn your work, and you can either do like I do, which I just turn my work and do a single crochet into that first stitch, or you can do the usual suspect, which is chain 1 and then turn your work and put your single crochet in that first stitch. Just like that. Okay, now we're going to do a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. And in this chain 5 space, we are going to do 3 double crochets. And what I like to do is I like to squeeze my stuff up a little bit and just do 3 double crochets like that. I know it looks weird, but I find that it works better. And then I'm not chasing the chain space. From here, we're going to do a chain of 3, 2, 3. And just somewhat similar to a spider stitch, we are going to skip the first stitch, and in the middle stitch, it's kind of like a decrease. We're going to do a single crochet in that stitch. Then we're going to do a chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 double crochets in the next chain space again. So there's 1, 2, and 3, and I'm about to get attacked by my yarn again. And chain of 3. 1, 2, 3. Skip that first stitch, and in that last single crochet, you're going to do a single crochet. Okay, So this next row, you can do it one of two ways. I am going to show you the way I don't like doing it the first way. So you just chain 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, turn your work, and then single crochet into the first of the single crochets, and each of those two double crochets, you're going to put a single crochet in each of those, right? Okay, so this is what I don't like to do. This actually counts as a triple crochet on the first chain 3 space. So when you come back this way, you actually have to work in the chain space itself. So you would work from the 3rd chain from the bottom up, okay? So that's where you would work. I personally do not like to do that. So what I do is when I have a chain that's supposed to be a double crochet or a triple crochet, I do a stacking stitch because that is so much easier to find when you get to the end of the row. So what I do is I turn my work, I do a single crochet in that first single crochet, and then I do a single crochet in that vertical bar. Now, normally this would be where I would stop for a double crochet, but because this is going to be classified as a triple crochet, I'm going to do it one more time. We're going to do another single crochet in that vertical bar. Not in this one. We've already done one in this one. We're going to do a vertical bar of the second single crochet. So basically you're going to have 3 double crochets stacked on top of each other, and if you look at it a different angle, it kind of looks like a double or triple crochet, right? So from there, then you're going to do a chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and you're going to do a single crochet and each of those 3 double crochets. There's 2 and 3. Now, very similar to the spider stitch, you're going to skip these 3 and skip the single crochet and skip those 3. Kind of looks like a V, right? That's how you remember where it is and which stitch you're doing up on top of it. So we're going to chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip all of that, and we're going to do a single crochet on the top of all of those 3. There's 2 and 3. You're going to do a chain of 3. And we're going to do a triple crochet in that single crochet at the very beginning. Or at the end, whichever way you want to do it. The beginning of the last row or the end of this row, right? There we go. All right, so take a look at that. That's how it's coming out, right? So you're doing a whole lot of chains in that row, right? You know, one of the things that surprised me so much about the lace, it's the further you go, the simpler it starts to feel. Not because you're memorizing everything, but because your hands begin recognizing the rhythm itself. And that's just a wonderful feeling. And can we talk about the name? Arc lace. I would have called it the Please Don't Make Me Frog This row stitch. Because once these arches, they start lighting up, you suddenly become very invested in not messing them up. One more final row, and then we will get to going. So this one, we start off with a double crochet. So we're going to do my stacking stitch. So there's 1 single crochet and then another single crochet in that vertical bar, and then we do another double crochet in that first chain space. Chain 3, and then the middle of this, the trio of single crochets, we're going to single crochet in the middle one, chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and you guess it, the chain 5 space, we're going to do 3 double crochets. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, in the middle of the trio of single crochets. We're going to do a single crochet in the middle one and chain of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then the next chain space right before that treble crochet, or the stacking stitch that we call our first treble crochet, we're going to single crochet and single crochet at the top stitch of that treble crochet. Well, stacking stitch if you want to get technical. So from here, you just repeat rows 1 through 4 again until you have the size that you want. And for everyone following the Lace Archives runner, I've been making some changes behind the scenes. I can't wait to show you, but I want to make sure they're exactly right first. So tell me in the comments, what do these arches remind you of? Anything in particular? I don't have anything that comes off to mind right away, but I want to know what you think. I always love seeing what other people notice that I don't. And until next time, may your spaces stay open and may your hooks never hide.